iz istoimenog mesta.
At the beginning of this gathering, which according to the plan will last from April 12th to 16th, I would like to greet our Slovakian friend from Borski Mikulaš School from the place of the same name.
Posebno bih hteo da se zahvalim direktoru škole, gospodinu Mihajlu Miroslavu, i koordinatoru projekta, koleginici Danijeli Tomašovićevoj, na podsticanju ove međunarodne saradnje.
I would especially like to thank the school principal, Mr. Mikhail Miroslav, and the project coordinator, our colleague Daniela Tomašovićeva, for encouraging this international cooperation.
Pozdravljam i čelnike naše lokalne samouprave, koji nam pružaju maksimalnu podršku za sve naše aktivnosti koje realizujemo. Sa nama su danas gospodin Matković Igor, predsjednik opštine, gospodin Šućur Marko, zamenik predsjednika opštine, gospodin Rajić Željko, pomoćnik predsjednika opštine, gospodin Škorić Miodrag, načelnik odeljenja za lokalni i ekonomski razvoj, kao i Pavlović Jelena, šef kabineta predsjednika opštine.
I also greet the leaders of our local self-government who provide us with maximum support for all of our activities that we implement. With us today, there are Mr. Matković Igor, Mayor, Mr. Šućur Marko, Deputy Mayor, Mr. Rajić Željko, Assistant of the Mayor, Mr. Škorić Miodrag, Head of the Office for Local Economic Development, and Mrs. Pavlović Jelena, Head of the Cabinet of the Mayor.
Naravno, veliki pozdrav i za sve zaposlene u našoj školi, posebno za članove projektnog tima koji su uložili mnogo napora i truda da uspemo u svojoj nameri da svoj rad prezentujemo našim prijateljima.
Of course, a big greeting to all employees of our school, especially to the members of the project team who have invested a lot of effort and hard work to succeed in their intention to present their work to our friends.
Osnovna škola Karađorđe je jedna od specifičnijih škola u našoj školskoj upravi. Naime, pored matične škole, mi imamo još 6 područnih škola, zaposlene 86 radnika, a nastavu pohađa oko 500 učenika.
Elementary school Karađorđe is one of the more specific schools in our school administration. Namely, in addition to the central school, there are 6 more branch schools, 86 workers are employed, and about 500 students attend classes.
Velika Plana se nalazi u centralnoj Srbiji, 80 km od Beograda, okružena prelepom prirodom, u čiju će se lepotu, nadam se, i lično uveriti naši prijatelji Slovačke kada nam dođu u posetu.
Velika Plana is located in central Serbia, about 80 kilometers from Belgrade, surrounded by beautiful nature, the beauty of which I hope our friends from Slovakia will personally experience when they come to visit us.
Moja životna filozofija koju nastojim da implementiram i u školu čiji sam direktor jeste da samo razmenom iskustava i primjerom dobre pedagoške prakse možemo da napredujemo.
My life philosophy that I try to implement in the school of which I'm the principal is that only by exchanging experiences and examples of good pedagogical practice we can progress.
Iz tog razloga sam posebno zahvalan našim kolegama iz škole Borski Mikulaš što su prihvatili da nam budu partneri u projektu i tako nam pokazali da dele iste vrednosti.
For that reason, I'm especially grateful to our colleagues from the Borski Mikulaš School for accepting to be our partners in the project and thus showing us that they share the same values.
Upravo nam i program Erasmus Plus omogućava da širimo vidike i obogaćujemo živote i to prenosimo na naše učenike. To nam je obaveza.
It is the Erasmus Plus program that enables us to broaden our horizons and enrich our lives, and we pass that on to our students. That is our responsibility.
Ubeđen sam da ćemo nakon i prve runde našeg druženja izaći bogatiji za nova znanja koje ćemo implementirati u radu sa našim učenicima. Želim vam puno uspeha u radu i dobro zdravlje.
I'm convinced that after the first round of our socializing, we will come out richer with new knowledge that we will implement in working with our students. I wish you all a lot of success in your work and good health. Okay, thank you. So that was the greeting from our principal. I would like to ask people to turn on their cameras if they can. And I would like to present our project that was approved and that we are working on. So without any further ado, I will share my screen and present our K229 strategic partnership project. As you can see, this project was funded by Erasmus Plus and European Union, of course, also supported by our national agency Tempus. This is how it all started. So a few years ago, actually a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, in November 2019, Erasmus Plus invited us to the Erasmus Plus Information Day, which was held in Belgrade in Kragujevac, and two teams from our school. So as you can see, one team went to Belgrade, the other team went to Kragujevac, and there we got a lot of information on this topic. And our team decided to participate in Erasmus Plus projects. As you can see, there are more than 25 people in our team. We have mostly monthly meetings. We are doing a lot of brainstorming. We are realizing our activities, and we are doing evaluation. And then in December, we got an invitation to participate and apply for TCA project, actually TCA meetup in Tromsø. That is where it all started. As you can see, Tromsø is far up north, very cold in polar circle, one very beautiful city. It's actually located on the island, which is connected to the mainland by a few bridges. And of course, we have airport. I mean, not we, but there's an airport. And why is it famous? It's famous because a lot of people come here from all around the world to hunt polar lights, to go and search for polar lights. Tromsø is a nice city which has very interesting landmarks. So the first one I would like to present is the Arctic Cathedral, which is, as you can see, is in triangular shape. Again, I think is a Catholic church, right? And the next one is Polaria Arctic Experience Center and Aquarium. So there you can see the marine life of the North, mostly Norwegian. Marine life. Of course, to see the whole Tromsø, you can take a ride on a cable car, which takes you up to the mountain Florian. And from there, you can see the whole island and surrounding fjords and so on. For us, more interesting is Tromsø Library, which is on 3 floors. It has digital and analog outpost. So very cute and cool place. And of course, Tromsø Cathedral. On our TCA project, which is more important to this story, it started on the 14th of January in 2020, and it ended on the 17th. So we spent there around 5 days, 4 or 5 days, and met up from teachers all around Europe. And as you can see, there were more than 30 of us. TCA provided us with contacts. It was actually a contact seminar where we got to meet people and exchange ideas and find potential partners, which in our case proved to be successful. That's where I met Danny. Yay, Danny, you're so cute here. And of course, we also met Sinead. She was our partner from Ireland. So 3 of us got together and we came up with some ideas some ideas, values, needs that we all share. And we decided then that we want to be partners. After that, Danny went to training on how to write a project. Vesna, Alexic, and I went to Niš, spent 5 days there, learning how to write a successful Erasmus Plus project. So what is our project about? It's, as you can see, is strategic partnership project, and we named it "This is how we share experience." What do we share? We share experience, and first of all, I would like to present the logo, which was designed by our Slovakian student. It represents both of our countries, colors of our countries. There you can see parents, there you can see ICT tools, learning processes. So it includes everything that this project represents. It also shows the duration of the project from 2020 to 2022. So 2 years of project. We also have a site. It's This is how we share.com, which is created by Nenad and Nenad. My brain froze, he's gonna kill me. Nenad Milenovic, Vesna Aleksic, Daniela Tomašovićeva, and myself. Of course, it's still developing, so there we only have like one news. This is how we were started, and we need to include all other activities. So we will work on that more. E-twinning, why is e-twinning big? So without e-twinning, this project would not have been approved. So it was a must in our project. Every project has the main objective. The main objective of our project is the use of non-formal methods of learning in order to acquire and develop the use of ITC skills. And this was very important, and we really struggled while writing this main objective, so everybody was included, the whole project team. Vesna and I was writing this in a niche, and we were struggling with this, how to formulate the main objective. We finally got it with the help of all, so thank you. Of course, every main objective has specific objectives, so we based our projects on 3 pillars. So we have creating an empowered learning environment for students to use and further develop their English and literacy through ICT. So main literacy, English skills. Of course, ITC is, let's say, one core line that connects all the 3 specific objectives. Number 2 is increasing the number of teachers who use ICT actively in teaching processes. Everybody went through some kind of training. Somehow we needed to increase and empower our teachers more to use these tools. Number 3 is partnering with parents. As you know, student success is supported by parents and teachers. So to be successful, students need both of these supports. So those are 3 specific objectives we focused our project on. When we talked about partners, unfortunately, our partners from Ireland decided to pull out of the project. And in September, we had a lot of, let's say, problems whether the project will continue or not, because every Erasmus Plus project is must have at least 3 partners. However, these K229 projects were a bit different, so they could have 2 partners, which was great for us, and we were relieved to hear that we can continue with our projects. So as you can see, our headmasters, Alexander Skachkov and Miroslav Mihail, are those who sign all the papers. So if something goes wrong, they are to be blamed. And Danny and I, we are coordinators. We don't have to worry. I'm kidding, of course. Let's go to our needs. What are our needs? Why did we write this project? So there are around 70, 80 teachers from both schools. And our survey shows that 98% of our teachers went through some form of training. However, only 45% of our teachers feel confident in using ITC. and only once a week. So the need for us, the main idea is to increase this number to 65. Of course, before writing the project, we conducted a few surveys which gave us results. So it was based on surveys. Parents, as we said, it takes 3. So parents, teachers, support students, and that's what it takes to be successful. So it says that 75% of all our parents from Serbia and Slovakia are familiar with the importance of ICT. Of course, we would like this number to increase to 95. And students, there are, of course, it says that 45% of students from Serbia and Slovakia meet up standards of the Common European Framework. So this is very important, and every teacher needs to follow this European framework, Common European Framework, to measure success and progress of the students. So we would like this number to increase to 65% when it comes to fluency, and we would like to improve literacy by 20%, not just in English, but literacy throughout the curriculum, through all subjects. And what activities are planned? So regular meetings, as you can see here, we have 13 planned meetings to talk about progress of our activities, to maybe change something on the project, which was the case. And cultural exchange, so a lot of activities, dinners were planned, social visits and cultural visits. Unfortunately, we cannot travel, so this is how we meet. So this is one of the cultural exchange activities. Participants, you wouldn't believe, but we plan to have over 1,000 people included. When it comes to teachers, I mentioned 75 teachers through all the activities. So those are like LTT Now, workshops, presentations, classes, dissemination, and so on. Students, more than, not more, but at least 500 students. Again, through all of these activities, e-training, presentations, dissemination, joint activities, cultural visits, and so on. As for parents, our plan is to include at least 420 parents through, again, presentations, workshops, discussion, and I think we have this quota through our January activity. Non-teaching staff, at least 30. It includes principals, management, counseling team, financial department, maintenance worker. Why is this important? Well, when we wrote a project, our coordinators, people in charge of the project, told us that we must plan every little bit of detail. So we also need to include maintenance workers, financial department, and everything. So everything, it's a very big project. It also it has around 80 pages. So a lot of writing in English. Local communities. So as you can see today, we included our representatives of the local community, 200 students and teachers from other schools during the process of, during the period of 2 years. And media, we will include TV viewers, radio, websites, social media, and so on. What have we done? Oh, okay. So presentations and workshops, we have LTT trainings, we have students presentations, teachers presentations, then some cultural activities that I mentioned, some workshops to include parents, workshops to share and disseminate project results. As for e-training, teacher Vesna and Ivana will tell us more about it after this presentation. So e-training was a must in our project, and I think it wouldn't have been approved if we did not include e-training. So they told us when we went to the training that we must use e-training. And it's been fun so far. We are using it. As you can see, we are posting some materials here from Serbia, Slovakia, for instance, files, some presentations. So anyone who's on eTwinning can join and see what's there. And I forgot to say, in this project, we also plan 5 mini projects. So that would last at least 1 month. So this project is not just main project. We have 5 sub projects. And I talked about classes. So there will be some classes, of course, in this LTT. For instance, we have, I think, 3 classes, 5 classes actually in this week. What have we done so far? In September, we started up with a video. So Borski Mikulash prepared one video. So Rudolf and Danny prepared a video to present our schools. You have a link here and you can visit and see what they have prepared and how they presented their school. Okay. So aside from this great video, they also prepared a presentation for us, which is on eTwinning. It's a nice presentation presenting some historical data and some facts about their school, when it was established, what rooms they have, and of course what activities they do. We also made some videos, since you know that we have 3 main schools, 1 central and 2 bigger schools. We had to prepare 3 videos in order to include all of our schools. So this one is from a school in Veliko Orašje. So we as well present our school environment. We present our students, our teachers. This one is from our school in Staro Selo. Okay. So our school is renovated now, so it looks a bit different. It's newer, refreshed. This is our PE teacher. And we also presented the central school. Students were very active here, of course teachers as well. So we presented central school, what rooms are there, how it looks from inside, outside, what rooms, what students do, and so on. You have all these 3 links. So people working are Alexandra, Vesna, Vesna 1, Vesna 2, French Vesna, and English Vesna, and of course me. We also did a presentation. Our teacher Natasha did it, also presenting our schools, what activities we do, and so on, which is also on YouTube. In October, Danny and I did a pen pal activity. Students wrote a presentation. They actually wrote something about themselves, and they were trying to connect to students from other schools. So this is like students activity. It was really cool. Everything is on eTwinning as well. So eTwinning plays key here, as I said. What happened in November? In November, we had a very serious meeting where we had to discuss what to include and what, because our partner from Ireland pulled out, so we needed to change some activities. We needed to reorganize, submit application to be approved. So these smaller changes were approved actually. So we were really happy we got 2 extra activities. That was a serious problem then. And in December, we started working on an activity a song of vision. However, because of COVID, we were not able to finish this activity. Teachers from Serbia, actually students from Serbia, came up with a song. Of course, you have a link here if you're interested in listening to it. It's a very cool song. Teacher Vesna and Jelena Miljevic worked on it with their students.
When you have a friend, it's like joining the band. You learn how to respect, you learn how to protect. When you go to school, everyone is so kind, everyone supports you. This whole friendship is defined. Everyone needs a friend just to hold your hand, someone to trust till in moments last, a friend who understands when you're feeling down, who makes you feel special, is always around.
Okay, so I encourage you to listen to the whole song. It's very great, and I can't wait for our students from Slovakia to come up with song so we can encourage and promote this activity. However, students from Slovakia were not lazy, so they made some Christmas cards for us. Thank you for that. However, we were not able to do it because we were at home. Do you recognize this lady? It's our teacher, Danny. Okay. So that was December. In January, it was International Education Day. So teacher Rudolph and teacher Alexandra made presentations for our parents. They represented why it's important, why ICT is important, and why technology. Okay, sorry. So this is teacher Alexandra presenting the role of information and communication technologies in improving processes of teaching in primary schools. So this was intended for parents. After this presentation, you have a link, you could learn something. So after this presentation, they made a survey which they sent to their parents, which they sent to parents to complete. So we included with this activity more than 200 parents. It was cool. Partner Rudolph made this presentation for parents from Slovakia. Of course, it's in Slovakian language, and he also presents some communication applications. I hope I translated this well. So social media platforms and so on. And as well as us, so they also sent a survey to parents to complete, and we got results from them, which we will evaluate. So as you can see, it was like a mirrored activity for both of our schools, but we get results in the end evaluate. In February, we had a big meetup. This was a party for us where we had, I think there were 10 of us. We all met and discussed on Zoom. We were talking about our schools. This was, okay, so I promised that I will ask you a question. Where is teacher Alexandra from? You have extra points for this. Do you remember, guys? That was an internal joke from this meetup. And in March, we had a big, so actually it was not a big, there were only 4 of us. So here's Domenica and Danny and Vesna and I from our homes drinking coffee and discussing how to organize this LTT activity, which I hope will be successful. And that is all, guys, that I wanted to tell you about our strategic partnership project. I hope you were not bored. So according to our agenda, I think we have like 5 minutes to discuss, and we have break, right? Vesna, ili imamo pauzu sad? Pomozi mi.
Za 5 minuta, in 5 minutes.
I'm in 5 minutes. Okay, so I finished up a bit earlier. So let's have like 10 minutes break and we will come back and we will continue working. Okay, guys? Thank you for listening. Okay, so see you in 10.
Verovatno možemo.
Može da tamo.
Okay. Dobro jutro. Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to be here with you today. It would be nicer to talk to you in person, but okay, we will have to manage this way. I will tell you something about myself and about today's topic. My name is Ivana, like Goca said. I teach Serbian language in the primary school Karađorđe in Velika Plana. Today, with my colleague Vesna, I will talk to you about eTwinning platform. I have been active on eTwinning platform since 2018 when I joined the project Dragon and Fairies. We will hear about that later. Since then, I participate in the several projects on eTwinning. Therefore, inspiration for today's topic. We wish to inform you about eTwinning possibilities, and also we hope that you will love the platform so much as we do, and that we will encourage you to use it in your classes. Thank you. Vesna?
Thank you, Ivana. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm also happy to be able to talk to you about eTwinning and sharing our experience. Thank you, Gozo. I really enjoyed your presentation, and you really mentioned some key points that we will discuss further on in our presentation. I teach English in a primary school, Karađorđe, and together with my dear colleague Ivana, will talk to you about encouraging and carrying out joint eTwinning projects. We really hope that you will learn something new today, something that you can apply in your classroom and maybe open the eTwinning doors for you and for your further and future teaching positive experiences.
Ok, ja ću nadalje nastaviti na srpskom, Vesna će govoriti na engleskom, dakle paralelno, odnosno jedno za drugom. Kao što vidite, tema naše današnje prezentacije je podsticanje i sprovođenje udruženog eTwinning projekta.
Encourage and carry out joint eTwinning projects, the theme of today's presentation.
Ok, možemo dalje. I prvo pitanje na koje želimo da odgovorimo, kao što vidite, je zašto baš eTwinning? zašto je e-twinning toliko, da kažemo sada, za nas važna platforma. Jedan od razloga je to što e-twinning projekti prave učionicu bez zidova. Moć e-twinninga, pored toga što je veoma lak za korišćenje, je i što učenici uče zajedno, dele svoj rad i svoju kulturu sa drugima. Oni upoređuju, komuniciraju i sarađuju u bezbednoj sredini uz obostrano poštovanje.
Why e-twinning? One of the reasons is that e-twinning projects create classrooms without walls. The power of e-twinning, besides its easiness to handle, is that students learn together, they share their work and their culture. They compare, communicate, collaborate in a safe environment with mutual respect, what's very important.
Sada ćete pogledati jedan kratak film koji je namenjen upravo početnicima na e-twinningu, onima koji žele da se priključe ovoj zanimljivoj platformi.
Now you will see, or we all will see, a short film about beginning with e-twinning for everyone who wants to see a flash information about possibilities of e-twinning.
Moraš da podeliš i zvuk kada deliš.
Ok. Ja sam mislila da je... Da, znam. Samo moraš da mi daš dozvolu.
Pa dala sam ti dozvolu da deliš. Kada već deliš, onda možeš da deliš i sound.
Samo trenutak.
Share sound.
Share sound, yes. Okay.
We're here to help.
Da vratim na početak.
Have you registered in e-twinning and you don't know what to do?
Okay, sir.
Fear not, we're here to help. As a first step, we recommend that you discover a wide-ranging network of e-twinners around you. It goes like this. First of all, teachers are the pillars of the e-twinning community and will be your future partners in your e-twinning projects. Then, there are the e-twinning ambassadors, who are enthusiastic teachers with a wealth of experience running e-twinning projects, who work as a first point of contact for newcomers to e-twinning, like yourself. Finally, we suggest you speak to your NSS about any other queries you may have on your journey. The NSS will ensure that you have the required skills to be able to navigate the website with confidence. Then, you can take some time to familiarize yourself with the e-twinning platform. On the one hand, we have the project section, which offers both a simple guide to creating your very own project as well as comprehensive project templates known as project kits. On the other hand, under the professional development section, you can also find various opportunities to enhance your skills, competencies, and pedagogy. We also advise you to take a sneak peek at our recognition section, where we celebrate the valuable achievements of our e-twinners on a national and European level. Once you have acquainted yourself with the layout, you can initiate conversations with e-twinners like yourself by creating a full profile on eTwinning Live, and you can join one of the many e-twinning groups. The aim of the e-twinning groups is to share practice examples, discuss teaching and learning methodologies, and find support for professional development. Take Virgilio, for example. Virgilio is a group aimed at assisting you through the e-twinning wonderland. You'll see how it works and how it can work for you. Remember that we have your back covered by offering you continuous learning. We have a wide scope of learning events such as online seminars, professional development workshops, self-teaching materials, and monitoring e-twinning practice. Online seminars are live communication sessions where you have a chance to learn, talk, and discuss with your peers on a multitude of different topics. Professional development workshops are designed to help teachers build their pedagogical and ICT skills and encourage them to acquire a good sense of European cooperation. Self-teaching materials are created to support the progression and motivate teachers to go deeper in all areas. The materials are grouped into thematic modules. Monitoring e-twinning practice is a mechanism to track the progress of e-twinners' digital, collaborative, and pedagogical competences, resulting from their involvement in e-twinning activities. If you have some blossoming ideas, but you're not sure how to make them flourish, join the partner forums to discuss them with fellow e-twinners. These forums are divided according to different student age groups as well as different school subjects, and are a great place to find potential partners for e-twinning projects as well as Erasmus Plus partnerships. Or you can explore our YouTube channel to learn more about how you can improve your class, your school, and your community. With e-twinning, the world is at the end of your fingertips. So start exploring today.
Okay.
We'll move on.
Okay, just share the screen. Samo da vratim. Ok. Dakle, sljedeće pitanje na koje želimo da odgovorimo je kome je namenjen e-twinning. E-twinning je platforma namenjena svima koji rade u školama i predškolskim ustanovama. Ova platforma podstiče saradnju među školama u Evropi upotrebom IKT-a, informaciono-komunikacionih tehnologija, tako što se školama obezbeđuje podrška, alati i usluge. Nastavnicima su potrebne određene socijalne i tehničke veštine, ali ih oni svakako razvijaju i grade tokom projekta. Važno je napomenuti to da je e-twinning portal na 28 jezika.
Who can use e-twinning and who is e-twinning dedicated to? E-twinning is a platform dedicated to everyone who works in a school or preschool or high school or any educational institution. It encourages collaboration among schools in Europe and world using ICT methods and providing support for school in terms of tools and free resources. Teachers should have or can have some basic skills, ICT skills, or maybe English knowledge, but they will definitely develop their skills and upgrade their skills during e-twinning projects. It is very important to say that e-twinning platform is translated into 28 languages. So if you choose your project to be in your native language or any other language, it doesn't necessarily be in English.
Okay, you see pictures from e-twinning platform. Sljedeće pitanje, odnosno sljedeća tačka koja je važna za razumevanje e-twinninga je bezbednost, usklađenost sa školskim programom i podrška početnicima, kao i neke druge stvari. Dakle, e-twinning portal prati školski program i teme koje su usklađene sa sadržajem koje učenici uče u školi. Tako se daje mogućnost korelacije, interdisciplinarne nastave i mogućnost učestvovanja u raznovrsnim projektima sa vršnjacima iz cijelog sveta. Projekti mogu biti na maternjem jeziku, ali i na jezicima koje učenici uče u školi. Vrlo je bezbedna platforma. Svi predmeti su na portalu uz mnoštvo već gotovih projekata koji se mogu ostvarivati u školi. Nastavnici se mogu priključiti već postojećem projektu, ako im se naravno svidi tema, ili sami osmisliti projekat. A početnici na e-twinningu imaju pakete, takozvane pakete, već gotove projekte sa opisom i planom koji se može odštampati i realizovati. Svaka zemlja učesnica e-twinning portala ima svoj nacionalni tim podrške koji je uvek tu za sva pitanja.
E-twinning portal is coordinated to follow school curriculum, so topics are adjusted to contents that students learn at school, which gives great opportunities for correlation and interdisciplinary teaching. All school subjects are included in project-based learning on e-twinning. It also gives opportunities to take part in various projects at any moment with peers around the world. You are choosing your partner. You choose your partners, whether they'll be from national groups or maybe international, worldwide. As Gotza earlier mentioned, the Twin Space is a place for meeting and sharing all our project materials. And teachers should also be encouraged to know that all school subjects are involved, and any topic can be integrated in a lesson and become a part of a lesson and part of a class. Teachers can join other projects, or they can create their own projects and then invite or search for partners. If they have a partner from another country, it becomes an international project, so they can apply for European quality label or European award. Beginners on e-twinning should probably start with project kits, small and simple, already made projects, and each country has its own national service team which is always available for any questions and help.
Ok. Šta to definiše dobar e-twinning projekat? Takođe je važno. Upravo ovo su koraci koji to podrazumevaju. Prvi korak je priprema, a u okviru nje mora se imati dakle ime projekta, sažetak, ciljevi, proces rada, očekivani rezultati i naravno, Vesna je pomenula, moraju se pronaći partneri. Projekat se može registrovati sa jednim partnerom, a ostali partneri mogu kasnije da se priključe. Sljedeći korak je komunikacija. Ona može biti verbalna i neverbalna, a projekat se promoviše na lokalnim vestima, u školi kao i među roditeljima učenika. Saradnja, broj 3, se odvija na Twin Space-u, dakle delu e-twinninga koji se zove Twin Space. Sve mora biti saradnja od početka do kraja. Poželjne su naravno zajedničke aktivnosti onih koji su partneri projekta. Upravljanje na Twin Space-u već sam pomenula, ali važno je naglasiti da osnivači i partneri imaju administrativna prava i mogu dodavati i uklanjati članove. Profesionalno usavršavanje i umrežavanje podrazumeva online kurseve i takođe obuke, seminare, webinare, radionice, one mogu biti lokalnog ili nacionalnog karaktera. Dokumentovanje i evaluacija, 6. korak. Važno je da postoji povratna informacija o projektu, odnosno o napretku projekta od strane onih koji u njemu učestvuju. I broj 7, 7. korak je kako postići oznaku kvaliteta. Kriterijumi za dobijanje oznake kvaliteta su vršnjačko učenje, upravljanje projektom, kvalitet u učenju, dokumentovanje, interakcija i učešće. Vesna?
Thank you. What defines a good e-twinning project? First, you have to prepare. So the first step is preparation, where you choose your name, abstract of a project, goals, main goals, describe work process, expected results, and also try to find a partner. You can register school and with only one partner and then add other members. It's also an important information for you just not to panic if you want to create a project and you don't have a lot of members at that moment. I also mentioned that beginners should probably choose project kits or stay small and simple. But also during this preparation step, students should mention project to their parents, so include parents in this whole process. The second step is communication. Communication can be verbal or non-verbal, and everything happens on Twin Space. We share photographs, we communicate there, and we also communicate with local news, sharing about our project, involve parents into this process, and also the whole school. Collaboration is the also main part. These are all main parts and main steps of a good project, because collaboration should be from the beginning till the end. And it's good to have collaborative activities, interactive activities where all partners are included and share maybe the same activity in their own way, and then we exchange those materials to learn more about their culture and our partners. Management on Twin Space simply gives us that insight that project founders and the partners have the administrative right. They can add partners to the project. Professional development and networking tells us about possibilities on e-twinning that you can professional develop your teaching practice on different attending seminars, online groups, courses, workshops. Also networking when you are communicating and sharing and collaborating with local and on local or maybe national events. Documenting and evaluation of the project is a very important step, and documentation should be also on TwinSpace because National Service has that possibility to see all the material on TwinSpace and decide whether the project is successful or maybe quality label project or not. Evaluation always goes through some kind of feedback. You can use questionnaires, surveys to see that feedback information. And the last step is how to achieve quality label. During all these steps, you develop skills and competencies and some criteria that some actions that need to happen during the process and project is peer learning, project management, quality in learning, documenting, interaction, and participation of all partners during the process. Ilana?
Okay. These pictures are just that we said, and you can see all our presentation, Vesna, to smo zaboravili da kažemo, in the e-twinning, in our project, this is how we share. So you can see that.
This presentation will be on TwinSpace of our project. This is how we share on e-twinning. So you can find it there.
Ok, sad onda malo da se pohvalimo. Dakle, kao što vidite, naši projekti. Naš prvi projekat nagrađen je nacionalnom i evropskom oznakom kvaliteta. Sproveden je 2018. godine. To je bila korelacija nastavnice engleskog jezika Vesne Žake sa nastavnicama srpskog jezika Ivanom Stojanović i Goranom Milosavljević. U tom zimskom međunarodnom e-twinning projektu tokom decembra učestvovali su naši učenici od 5. do 8. razreda zajedno sa 70 škola iz celog sveta. Cilj projekta bila je zbirka na temu Zmajevi i vile. Učenici su crtali i pisali bajke na pomenutu temu. Projekat je bio izuzetno kreativan i veoma zanimljiv. Učenicima koji su bili veoma inspirisani naravno da ilustruju i pišu. Svi učesnici dobili su besplatan primjerak zbirke, a za dan naše škole organizovali smo i literarno popodne gde su učenici čitali svoje priče gostima i vršnjacima.
Our projects. Our first awarded project that got both national and European quality label was in 2018 and called Dragons and Fairies in correlation with Serbian language teachers Ivana and Gorana. Students from 5th to 8th grade took part in an international winter project, a short project that lasted only 1 month. But it was very successful because the theme was interesting and very creative, along with 70 more schools from all around the world. The project aim was to illustrate, draw, or write a story about dragons and fairies as characters. Students wrote in Serbian language, and the final product was a printed edition of a collected students' work. All students who took part in this great project got the printed edition. We also organized for school day literal noon, where students read their stories to their friends from school and other guests.
This is the picture.
These are the
from
pictures.
that collection.
They were very proud. It was the first product of our e-twinning project. Yes, that we also used in maybe in some other classes as a teaching tool.
Okay, one more. Yes, that's it. Okay. Imamo još projekata naravno u kojima smo učestvovali, a ostali naši projekti, kao što možete da vidite, zvončići na različitim evropskim jezicima, eko škola, budućnost u našim rukama, različiti jezici iste vrednosti i razmena čestitke o lokalnim izrekama za dan jezika.
Just briefly to mention other projects that were awarded, Jingle Bells in different European languages for our first graders, Eco School, Our Future in Our Hands, different languages, the same values. And the postcard exchange project on local proverbs, a very creative and interesting project that we took part in for celebration of European Language Day.
Dobro, još dva važna pitanja na koja želimo da odgovorimo. Jedno od njih je zašto je e-twinning koristan za naše učenike. E-twinning je koristan za naše učenike jer dele ideje i svoje radove sa vršnjacima iz drugih partnerskih škola. Primetan je bolji kvalitet u radu jer učenici uče iz realnih situacija. Poboljšava se odnos među njima jer sarađuju, ali se poboljšava odnos i sa nastavnicima. Dugoročne dobre strane su upoznavanje sa drugim kulturama i zemljama, kao i poboljšanje individualnih veština, komunikativnih, digitalnih, timskih, jezičkih i pisanih. Učenicima raste samopouzdanje i motivacija za dalji rad i napredovanje.
What are the e-twinning benefits for students? E-twinning benefits for students are a greater motivation to share ideas and work with pupils in partner schools in other countries, improved performance and quality of work because learning has a real purpose, enhanced working relations between staff and pupils. There is a whole school collaboration and also developing, as I earlier mentioned, 21st century skills, communicative, digital, teamwork, literacy. They definitely have bigger self-confidence, greater self-confidence and motivation in work, in further work.
Okay, we have 3 pictures of our quality lab. Vesna, you want to say something?
Every student, yes, every student and every teacher who takes part in a project gets certificates of attendance. And here are some of our certificates of quality labels.
That's it. Dobro, i posljednje pitanje je zašto je e-twinning koristan za školu? Dakle, vidjeli smo zašto je koristan za učenike, sada zašto je koristan za školu. E-twinning dobrobit za škole je uključenost više nastavnika u projektima i raznim vrstama kreativnosti. Roditelji su posredno uključeni jer uče u evropskim zemljama kroz rad svoje dece. Škole postaju prepoznate kao one koje su primjer dobre prakse. Oznaka kvaliteta podiže kvalitet škole na viši nivo u dugoročnom smislu. Ideje i razmene ekspertize između škola partnera može uticati na metode predavanja u školi. Uopšte, svi nastavnici dobijaju sertifikat o učestvovanju u projektu, a na osnovu aktivnosti na portalu škola može konkurisati i za evropsku oznaku kvaliteta, jer postoje određeni standardi koji, kada se ostvare, pružaju uvid u angažovanje i rad koji je neophodan da se ti isti standardi zadovolje i održe. Sve ovo je i doprinelo da ove godine dobijemo oznaku kvaliteta e-twinning škola za 2021-2022 godinu. Težnja za ovim priznanjem nije takmičenje, već je to napredak i to je napredak u digitalnoj praksi, učenju o bezbednosti na internetu, korišćenju inovativnih tehnologija, promociji nastavnika i zajedničkog rada nastavnika i učenika.
Thank you, Ivana. E-twinning benefits for school. Benefits are various and numerous. Because school partners are more involved in teaching and in projects during the activities on the platform. Parents also learn about European countries through their children's work, and parents are the third very important part of this collaboration. Schools become recognized as the ones offering good practice. The quality label is also important because it's raising the profile of school in the long term, and it has got long-term outcomes. Teaching ideas from partner schools can influence teaching methods used in school in general. And one of the reasons is also these conferences where we share our teaching methods and maybe hoping to help in some other future practice of other teachers. and motivate them. All teachers and students, we already mentioned, get a certificate. And based on twin space activities, national service gets the access to students' work. So they give you the permission to apply to a quality label and European quality label. Applying also means qualifying and obtaining certain standards which they are achieved. But what is also important is you may achieve those standards, but the main part is to keep them and keep them in your further work. This all mentioned above led us to achieve our first eTwinning school label this year for the first time. We're very proud and happy because of that, because a lot of work, very creative and interesting, very creative work and productive work was in this eTwinning school label. And becoming eTwinning school isn't a competition, it's a constant progress. Progression in digital practice, online safety practice, innovative teaching practice, staff promotion, collaboration of students and staff. It also, it's definitely a rich way of learning. Here you see some, yes, our eTwinning label.
Okay, eTwinning school, yes. Otprilike, to je to što smo Vesna i ja pripremile. Možemo samo na kraju da vam se zahvalimo na pažnji. Da se nadamo naravno da ćete uživati u ostatku konferencije i naravno da će vam neke od predloženih metoda rada koristiti u vašem budućem radu sa učenicima. Hvala.
Thank you for your attention. We hope that you will enjoy the rest of the conference and that some of this will help you and that you will use in your future work with your students. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you.
Okay.
Ok, sad planirate da idemo na Google učionicu, ili tako?
Da, mislili smo pauzu jednu kraću, da. Dok se oni uključe.
Sad ću da im ispričam to. Okay, guys, thank you, Ivana. Thank you, Vesna, for this wonderful presentation. So, guys, we will go to Google Classroom from this step forward. So, I will post a link in the chat. So, all of you should follow this link. Od sad prelazimo, to jest nakon ove prezentacije imamo jednu kratku pauzu i idemo na Google učionicu, na Google Meet. Link imate u chatu. So, kad počinjemo?
Možemo 9:00, hoćeš 9:35, je li okej to?
9:35. Okay, so the class will start at 9:35. So just follow the link from the chat, Google Classroom, wait for a second or two. Our teachers will let you in the classroom, and there you will follow one regular class, which is based on eTwinning activities. Znači, u 9:35 krećemo sa časom. Samo pratite link, neko Vesna ili Ivana će vas pustiti u učionicu, kao, znači sad niste nastavnici, sad ste učenici, pa morate malo da sačekate da vas puste u učionicu. Is that okay, Danny? I can't hear you, you're muted. Is it okay?
Oh, now can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
Oh, now can you hear me?
Is it okay?
Okay, yeah. It is perfect. Okay, just short break and then we can
Yes,
continue.
so 9:35 and see you in Google Classroom. So not Zoom, yes. I will end the conference and see you on Google Classroom.
Okay.
Okay. See you later.
Okay. See you in 10 minutes.
Okay. Ok, znači sad ću završiti ovaj Zoom deo. Molim vas, prekopirajte ove linkove i idite na Google učionicu i počinjemo u 9:35. Vidimo se. ostaću još malo dok prekopirate, dok svi ne izađete.
Je li bilo ok, samo da pitam?
Bilo je super, super. Svaka čast. Ivana, da ti pohvalim na engleski.
Thank you. Vesna is my teacher.
Nazvali smo. Gotovo, sad izlazimo odavde, jel da?
Da, sad izlazimo odavde.
Sad napuštamo definitivno. Ok, izvini za malo pre.
Nije problem.
Brzini smo. Važi.
Nije problem. Bye, bye.
Važi, čao.
Jedno pitanje, meni traži kod, jel to sad čekam da mene puste ili?
Sad ću da vidim.
Meni kaže, morate donesiti kod, sad ne znam da li to...
Meni kaže join in. Ništa. Join now. Samo mutirajte se.
Sad ću ja da...
Moram ponovo da pravim.
Projekat sa slavom.
Meni znači neće izbaciti.
Pa uđi sa svog školskog maila.
Čekaj da pravim.
Da, sa školskog ovog.
Ajde, nemoj samo da zatvarate onda ovo.
Neću. Samo, Danny, I will be here. Just give me a second. So I will be here if you can enter Google Classroom to check if you can enter Google Classroom. If you have any technical issues, let me know, okay? I'll stay on Zoom.
Gocujete, vraćamo posle na Zoom ili ne?
Ne, idemo na Google učionicu.
I tu završavamo?
Da.
Dobro, ja ću najvjerojatnije preko Lazinog, pošto preko mog nema šanse.
Ok.
Ja i dalje ne mogu da neću, ne znam čemu se radi.
Neki su već u učionici.
Dobro.
Ne znam kako neki ne mogu to.
Ja ne mogu, ne znam o čemu se radi.
Aha, pa jedino da je pošaljemo kod.
Pa pošalji mi kod, možda će...
Sad ću da ti ovdje iskopiram kod, samo sekundu.
Ne mogu ni ja, znači nije ni mene. Ako pirala sam kod.
A imate, evo vam ovaj kod.
So, for those who can...
Okay, vidim.
Samo sekundu da, Vesna, samo sekundu. Ja sam na obe platforme, pa sorry. So for those who cannot enter and if the Google Classroom asks for code, here's the code in chat. O kome ja pričam? Pa da, Danieli. Danny and guys, so you have code if link does not directly put you into the classroom. Rudolph, there's a code in. Okay. Ok, znači mi... Ok, svi koji ste ušli u... Svi koji ste... So, svi koji ste na Google već ušli u Google učionicu, možete da izađete odavde.
Kad bismo mi išli, da čujete, onda
Koliko vas ima?
Jesu ušli Slovaci ovde?
Okej. Dobro, ja sam sad ušla.
Ovdje su samo, naši nastavnici, učenici, nisu Slovaci. Da, počinjemo, da se mi pripremimo malo samo. Isključit ću kameru. Da. Okej.
Ja mogu posle ovog časa da idem potim.
Da, vesno.
I tu možeš na engleskom odmah.
Znači, oni koji su ušli u Google učionicu mogu da se prebace na... mogu da izađu sa Zooma.
Kako to lupa?
Da.